Good evening, and welcome to our Magical Journey Continues. I'm Ellen Broder, and I'm a member of the board here at A Magical Journey Through Stages and an event chair for this evening's program. As you know, COVID brought so much to a standstill, but here at Stages, we persevered. Our hardworking, dedicated staff did an amazing job creating fun, safe programming for our participants. We knew they were wonderful before COVID, but they showed us how truly exceptional they are during this challenging time. And for that, we are so grateful and thank them from the bottom of our hearts. We're also very grateful for all of you. We would not be here without your continued financial support. It's because of you that we are ready to resume our usual life here at Stages and do what we do best, creating fun, high-quality youth theater. Back in November, I told you about our goal to raise $100,000 to help Stages get through this summer. Thanks to your generosity and the wonderful job that our staff did securing funds from grants, we're almost there. Hopefully tonight we can hit that goal. During the show, Matt Main will be asking you some fun trivia questions about Stages. All of the answers can be found on our new website. We hope that you'll go to the Stages website, find the answer, and also make a donation. Your support is always greatly appreciated. You'll have about a minute to do this, and during that minute, there'll be a slideshow with pictures of some of the shows that our seniors have been part of over the years. I recommend leaving this tab open and opening a new tab for the Stages website and leaving that tab open too, as there'll be several questions to answer and you'll be going back and forth. Many of you have already made donations, so thank you very much. If you purchased a golden ticket, we hope that you are enjoying all of the goodies in your bag, including the fruity drink, which is half ginger ale, half Kool-Aid, and a slice of kiwi. There will also be 2 awards presented tonight, the Classic Michael Lynch Scholarship and the Standing Ovation Award. Of course, we'll be having the big season reveal at the very end. But tonight's highlight is going to be the performances by our Stages seniors. Unfortunately, they did not have the opportunity to perform on stage as much as many of them would have liked to this past year. So we thought we would give them the chance to perform one last time as part of the Stages family. We wish all of our seniors the best as they embark on the next chapter of their lives. And now it's time to sit back, relax, have a snack, and enjoy the show. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone, it's Matt Main here, one of our Stages directors, and I'm here with the Stages Trivia Challenge. 4 times during tonight's event, I will ask a trivia question. All of the answers can be found at mjtstages.com on our About Us page. To answer, go to mjtstages.com/continues. Scroll to the bottom of the page and select the trivia question that I'm asking at the time. Click on that button, fill in your answer, and submit it. The first person to answer correctly will win. But what do you win? You win 2 tickets to one of our season shows next season. There is a chance to win more than once, so you want to make sure you're answering all of the questions. I'll be watching the Google Doc as the answers are submitted, and then I'll announce the winner in the messages in the chat below this video. The first question is only a practice, so just to make sure that you're able to do it, make sure you do the practice. Remember, you can find all of the information to answer the questions on mjtstages.com on the About Us page. In order to answer, go to mjtstages.com/continues. Here's the first question, only a practice. Fill in the blank. A magical journey through blank. Good luck tonight. I'll be back shortly with your first real question, and hopefully you win.
Paul O'Malley. I'm a senior at Fairport High School, and I'm currently planning on going to Cleveland State University for music therapy. And the reason Stages is so important to me was because of the connections I made there. All of my best friends I've really bonded with there, and that's something that theater does for me. It allows connection to really blossom, and that's why I loved Stages.
I've learned to slam on the brake before I even turn the key, before I make a mistake, before I leave with the worst of me. Give them no reason to stare. Don't slipping up if you slip away. So I got nothing to share. Oh, I got nothing to say. Step out of the sun if you keep getting burned. Step out of the sun because you've learned, On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? Cause I'm tapping on the glass. I'm waving through a window. I try to speak, but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me? We start with stars in our eyes. We start believing that we belong, but every sun doesn't rise, and no one tells you where you went wrong. Step out of the sun if you keep getting burned. Step out of the sun because you've learned, On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? Cause I'm tapping on the glass. I'm waving through a window. I try to speak, but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving? When you're falling in a forest, there's nobody around. Do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest, there's nobody around. Do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? Did I even make a sound? Did I even make a sound? It's like I never made a sound. Will I ever make a sound? On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? Cause I'm tapping on the glass. I'm waving through a window. I try to speak, but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me? Is anybody waving? Whoa.
Hello, it's me again. Welcome back to the Stages Trivia Challenge. Our first practice question was really easy, right? A magical journey through stages. And now it's time for our first real question. Remember, click the link at the bottom of the page, mjtstages.com/continues, in order to get to the trivia question Google form. Here it is, question number 1. In the 2019 to 2020 season at Stages, how many full theater productions did Stages produce? Once again, in the 2019 to 2020 Stages season, how many full theater productions did Stages produce? Good luck. Watch for the answer down below.
And I will be singing Live Out Loud from The Little Princess. I don't want to go along with the crowd. Don't want to live life under a cloud. Give me some air and space and the sun on my face. I want to live out loud. Don't want to be alone in the crowd. Don't want to seem peculiar and proud. I need to be as free as I know how to be. I want to live out loud. Every day, sleepwalk, lockstep, no one dares to stray. Though they may, straight-laced, shamefaced, long to break away. They're as lonely as can be. Is that what they want from me? I don't want to go along with the crowd. Don't want to live life under a cloud. Give me some air and space and the sun on my face. I want to live out loud. Don't want to be alone in the crowd. Don't want to seem peculiar and proud. Nobody wants me here, but I won't disappear. I want to live out loud. I want to run down an open shoreline. I want to join in a moonlit dance. I want to swing in the branches of a tree. I want to dance on a hidden inlet and let the sun come and dry my hair. I want to die if they took away from me. Headstrong, fine, that's the fault. I'm glad he's mine. I don't want to go along with the crowd. Don't want to seem broken and bowed. Why do I have to hide what I'm feeling inside? I want to live out loud. Don't want to be alone in the crowd. I only want what I am allowed. Give me some wings of a bird, I'll be seen and be heard. I want to sing when the heart is full. I want to sing and I want to fly. I want to be in the sky without a cloud. I want to live out loud.
It's me again, back with question number 2 for the trivia challenge. But first, what was the answer to question number 1? In the 2019-2020 Stages season, how many full productions did we produce? The answer was 8. And you can find that on our About Us page, and they're all listed right there. Question number 2, are you ready? Here we go. Currently, how many board of directors sit on the board at Stages? Again, currently, how many board of directors sit on the board at Stages? Hurry to that Google Doc, send in your answers, and hopefully you win.
parent. I am a student at Our Lady of Mercy, and next year I will be attending the new school and majoring in the dramatic arts, which is acting, directing, playwriting, dramaturgy, and creative technologies all in one major. Stages is important to me because it's not only the place where I grew up as a performer, but it's also where I grew up as a person. I have maybe been at Stages for 6 to 7 years, and I've been given countless opportunities, from student directing to the multiple things I've been able to do on stage, such as choreographing my own dance in a play. My favorite thing about Stages is getting to watch other people grow. It's so amazing to see these people who I knew as 6th graders who are now in like high school, or even some of them are like in college now. I like seeing where they go in life. It's always so much fun to see who they become as people, and just watching them become their own beings is just something I've always found fascinating, and Stages really was where I was able to observe that the most. I'll be performing a monologue from the adapted version of Sophocles' Antigone by Louis Galtier. What kind of happiness do you foresee for me? What are the unimportant little sins I shall have to commit until I'm allowed to sink my teeth into life and tear happiness from it? Tell me. To whom shall I lie? To whom shall I fawn? To whom must I leave dying while I turn away my eye? I'm too far away from you now. Talking to you from a kingdom you can't get into. You with your humdrum happiness, provided a person doesn't ask too much of life. I laugh at your smugness, Guyon. If life must be a thing of fear and lying and compromise, if life cannot be free and incorruptible, then Guyon, I choose death.
Hello, it's me again. It's time for a very special part of our program for tonight, the awarding of the Classic Michael Lynch Scholarship. This Classic Michael Lynch Scholarship Award was created to recognize a graduating senior or seniors who have an interest and passion in theater and in the Stages family. Recipients will illustrate an ongoing interest in the performing arts and exemplify kindness and outstanding teamwork within the theater environment. And this year, our 2 winners are...
And I am currently a senior at Fairport High School. Next year I'll be attending the Rochester Institute of Technology for advertising photography. The reason why Stages is so important to me is just all the friends I've made along the way and how everyone just truly supports each other. And that's why my favorite part about Stages has to have been the friends I've made along the way. So today I will be singing Lost in the Brass from Band Geeks. There it goes again. The moment's gone and I'm too lame to speak. Another wasted opportunity. Always waiting for something to happen, but nothing's gonna happen. Not for me. Buddy, I'm always buddy. I'm a girl for your information, forever in this situation, waiting and hoping he'll notice how I'm feeling. But every time I get him near, I fade away, I disappear. That's me, never getting heard. He just smiles and walks away, like I never said a word. Oh, can anybody hear me? Am I just blowing air while the whole world marches past? Still I blow and blow, though I know it gets me nowhere. I just get lost, lost in the brass. Flutes don't sparkle quite like batons. There's no visual attraction, no stimulus reaction. Pretty music, it's all the pretty that I've got. I'm special in a quiet way, at least that's what my parents say. Whatever, they were never in the band. Their hair is turning gray, no they don't understand. Oh, can anybody hear me? I just know I could sparkle on the grass, but my melody can never be heard clearly. I just get lost, lost, lost in the brass. I get so lost, lost in the brass. Listen, I'm not background noise. Listen, I make music. See me, I'm not one of the boys. I shine, I shine, I shine on my own. So I don't wear makeup. I don't stick my hair up with some awesome-tastic pink beret. No, I'll never be a majorette. I'm plain, I'm basic, and I sweat when I get nervous. I suck at popularity. People just don't notice me someday. High school's got to end, and I'll finally find a place where this woodwind doesn't blend. Oh, there's a whole world to be pursuing. If I could just get out and leave this all here in the past. Yeah, they'll remember me thinking, gosh, how is she doing? And I'll be long gone. Oh, I'll be solo obligato, cutting loud and clear, right through the tuba blast, soaring high above that clumsy bass vibrato. I won't be lost, lost, lost in the brass. And finally they'll see there's so much more to me at last. I won't be lost, lost in the brass, lost in the brass.
Welcome back to the Stages Trivia Challenge. Hopefully you got that answer to question number 2. How many board of directors sit on the board at Stages? The answer was 12. And it's time for question number 3. What year did Stages begin? That's what year did Stages begin? Get to that link at the bottom of the page and fill out that Google Doc. Good luck.
I'm Amelia, and we just wanted to say, congrats, Ma! We're so excited for you, and even though we know you're not really a fan of all the attention, we're glad to see you get recognized for all your years of hard work. It's been a lot of fun to watch your creative mind work over the past 15 years, and I'm really glad that I volunteered you to work for Schoolhouse Rock however long ago that was. If not, we never would have gotten to see the morphing caterpillar in Alice in Wonderland or the three-legged man in Sideshow. It's been a lot of fun to watch your costumes come to life on the stage over these many years. Congrats on the award. We love you.
Welcome to the Magical Journey Through Stages Gala, and we're celebrating tonight Lisa Guyon, who is receiving the Outstanding Ovation Award from the Stages family. We want to tell you a little bit about Lisa. You might have not seen Lisa. Lisa tends to be behind the stage in a backstage room where a lot of different things happen.
Or even more behind in her own house doing everything, and it'll arrive magically.
I met Lisa one number of years ago when our daughters first started their time here at Stages.
In 2009. Yeah.
And Lisa and I immediately hit it off and said, okay, they asked us to costume this show. So we're like, okay, let's give this a try. Well, the challenge was a little bit more than we thought. If you remember, the show was Schoolhouse Rock. And
Lisa had to create a bill, make a person look like a piece of paper. So, that's always interesting. So there was some foam roll happened and some little wobbly walk-ins, but it got done and it looked super cute.
That was only the beginning of our time here together at Stages. Lisa spent many hours at her sewing machine or creating things in her living room that made things come to life. Usually it would start with a conversation with Lisa and I that would say, Lisa, and then her response immediately would be, okay, what do you got for me? And we'd brainstorm a little. Lisa would say, I'm out of here. She'd grab some supplies. She'd head back home. I'll see you in a couple of days. Well, within 2 hours of her exiting Stages, we would get immediately some kind of text or a picture of, well, what do you think about this? Usually modeled by her daughter, one of her daughters.
Whichever one happened to be home.
True.
Usually.
So I never knew it was never going to be a couple of days. It was always, she went right to work every time she did a project. I also think she hated when she saw my name come up on her phone. It's like, okay, what is it going to be now? So Lisa used to always say, I just sew. I don't do the kid thing. That's all you. Well, after her daughters graduated and went off to college, Lisa continued her time at Stages, and she ventured into the kid part, where she actually enjoyed spending time with the kids and helping them get through a show. If that included a button or a zipper or just a pat on the back and a little bit of encouragement and maybe sometimes drying a few tears.
So I wanted to talk about Lisa, and she does what we call our challenge costumes. And challenge is a very interesting word here at Stages because it could be anything from, if you saw Sideshow, a three-legged man, a porcelain doll, a half-man, half-woman costume, or in the most recent show we worked on together was a quick change that had to have 3 different looks within the course of about 20 seconds. And she created it. We watched the video of the Broadway production of Pippin about 45 million times. This 45-second change, and she created it. It looked so beautifully amazing and so similar to what they did on Broadway. I could not have even begun to understand how she figured it out. And it all, I believe, started with Abigail's old t-shirt. Which is usually what most things do start off as around here.
And when Lisa heads up to the challenge to figure out what she's going to do, she takes a little trip up to the costume room, which is sometimes not as organized and clean as we'd like it to be. Lisa rummages around for a while. She comes downstairs with a piece of garment and say, can I use this? Can I cut this up? Which is usually the answer, yes. Hours later, something appeared out of that scrap of fabric or that old dress. a lot of times you could always pick up the phone and call Lisa to help. I recall one show that we were going into production week, and the costumer that was responsible for that show was no longer available. Show had not been costumed. We were ready to, the schedule was to open in 1 week. I called Lisa and said, okay, we got a big challenge this time. Lisa's like, okay, I'll meet you there tomorrow. And in less than a week, lots of hours, we pulled together a show that wouldn't have happened if somebody wasn't as dedicated and part of the team as Lisa was.
Wow. All right. And that's me.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you.
Oh. Okay. When she headed up a whole show by herself this past season, she did Tarzan, which we did back in the day when I was a child. And she got to recreate that in a more, totally different, but very much using what we've used before and that kind of thing as well. And you got really good at making, what was it, the dirt makeup paint?
Oh, yeah.
That was her specialty
That was
for
fun.
boys, to make sure they looked, those Tarzan boys, make sure they looked like they were running through the jungle all day. So, yes. And a wig appeared out of nowhere for him, which we still don't know where that came from, and it looked awesome. So she's got it. She's did it all.
Lisa always helped in lots of other ways, not just in costume. You could sometimes see her with a paintbrush if the set wasn't quite finished yet, and she'd come in during the day and magically make the paintbrush work. And in any other area that Stages needed her to. Lisa's been a big proponent of the Stages family since the beginning, and we don't know anyone else that's more deserving of the standing ovation award for Stages.
Thank you. That's very sweet. This is a huge honor, really. Actually, as she said, as a costumer, we thrive behind the scenes. So this right here is really not my comfortable spot.
We got you.
Okay. But I do want to tell you how much I love Stages and for how long. So I was introduced to Stages actually by Anastasia Pembroke when she was a wee little thing. And she in turn introduced my daughter Abigail Guyon to Stages way back when. And 15 years later,
That's crazy.
I have to be so thankful to Anastasia and Tom and Sherry. Stages is the place that as a parent you hope and pray your kids find. It's the place that builds character for these kids and confidence and courage. A while back they asked the kids to describe Stages with one word, and it was friends, fun, family, safe, talent, memories. My daughter found all of that and more all those years here at Stages. And after a while, I realized I was equally as fortunate to find all of those wonderful characteristics in the board members and the staff and the kids and their parents. So I just want to say to everyone who is any part of Stages, thank you very much for so many wonderful years, and God willing, many more.
Yay.
Hi, my name is Ethan Ryan, and I'll be singing Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. I took my love and I took it down. I climbed the mountain and I turned around. And I saw my
heaven rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Yes, I'm getting older too. Oh, take my love and take it down. Oh, you climb the mountain and you turn around. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, will the landslide bring you down? And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, will the landslide bring you down? Will the landslide bring you down?
Three questions down and only one to go. We already have 3 winners. Did you get the answer to the last question? What year did Stages begin? The answer was 1999. And it's time for the final question for the trivia challenge tonight. And here it is. Our latest full theater musical was Working the Musical, which was last week. But what season did we last produce Working the Musical? All right, the question again is, our latest full theater musical was Working the Musical last week. But what season did we last produce Working the Musical? Hurry and get your answers in. It's the last chance to win some tickets. Good luck. as you know, Stages has an awesome summer program. And if you're not sure what you're doing this summer, check out all the exciting things that Stages has to offer.
Carol, and I'm graduating from Churchville Chi-Li Senior High School this year. I'll be going to Belmont University in Nashville, Tennessee to get my BFA in musical theater with a minor in education. I've been performing at Stages since I was in the 8th grade. My first show there was Once Upon a Mattress. I made so many amazing friends, and I would never change that experience for anything. The last show I did at Stages would be Mamma Mia. I played Sophie with Matt Main, and I'm choreographing Jungle Book Kids this summer for them, so the year 2021. My favorite memory at Stages was definitely the Addams Family. I played Alice Beinecke with Michael Lynch as my husband, as Mal, and I became so close with everybody in the cast. It was one of the best casts in any of the shows I've been in at Stages, and the memories between the directing team, the cast, and the crew were unforgettable. Thank you all for so much support over the past couple of years, and I can't wait to see you all in the future. The song I'll be performing today will be Back to Before from Ragtime.
There was a time my feet were so solidly planted, you'd sail away, I turned my back to the sea. I was content, a princess asleep and enchanted. If I had dreams, then I'd let you dream them for me. Back in the days
this has been a pretty exciting night so far, and all of the things that we've done up to this point have been awesome. I'm sure you've been waiting for a specific part of this program, and I'm not really going to make you wait much longer, just a few more seconds for, the Stages season for next year? Here it is. What a great night of celebrating what's past and what's yet to come. On behalf of all of us here at Stages, we want to thank all of our senior students, and we wish you the best in whatever's next. Thank you to everyone who made this event possible, and most importantly, thanks to you for always supporting Stages and coming back year after year. We hope to see you soon for our summer productions and for our next season as our magical journey continues. Until then, have a great summer and good night.